Greetings, greetings. Welcome to a Monday episode of Vaygrim's Chance. I am feeling much better this week, much more energized and generally balanced out on things. I have been making some progress here at the observatory. Let's go over here and you'll notice there's no elevator block here. It's just a straight shot down. Whoop, whoop. You can actually see the passing floors now, which I actually think is a great idea. I really love this kind of thing. These are gravity lifts from the TARDIS mod, and I'm standing on force fields from the TARDIS mod. They are breakable, replaceable. When you get some and make them and put them in your inventory, they look like this. Yeah, very cool. So, let's go back all the way upstairs. Actually, I have to go over here. I really do like how the general layout of things is coming for the observatory. There's a lot of walking around space, a lot of moving in between. I like the continuity of things. I have put in, I think I told you guys this, a terminal for the inventory system over here. It's connected to the main system. Down here, I actually have a dimensional transceiver that's receiving sludge into a bedrockium drum. Why would I? By the way, I'm using bedrockium drums not just because it's the easiest solution, but because these things are, bedrockium drums are very low on terms of, like, I don't know if I want to say tick, but in terms of server side stress and client side updates and stuff like that, these things are really low key. That's one of the main reasons why I'm going to be using them. It's a one block solution that holds 65,000 buckets or 65 million millibuckets of fluid. And that's one thing, one space, really nice. I love the compactness of it in general. It's really cool. Hang on just a second. I got to check something on the recording again. Be right back. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. It went away. Okay. I had an error that showed up. Periodically at the bottom of OBS, I'll get this thing that says encoder overloaded. But it's only using 4% of CPU. I've got like 20 or 25% of my CPU usage that's not even being used. Memory is at like 50%. I don't get it anyway. I'm going to ignore it and keep recording. So we have these wonderful gravity lifts. Whee! I feel a lot more like you were experiencing the station as you move up through it. It's not just some random, I'm on this floor, then suddenly I'm on this floor. I feel like you can keep better track of where you're going, you know? I really love that sensation. It's one of the things I like about the BDE and the way that it's laid out. Anyway, so we have sludge being pulled up, and it is coming from over here. If you notice, I have a silverwood tree growing over here and over there. I specifically tried to get some that have aura nodes in them, and that one has an aura node in it. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. Can you? Yep, there it is. So basically, I did that to further spread the magic biome. Let me pull back up. There we go. There's a journey map, and you'll see Magic Forest. Magic Forest. This was Deep Ocean, and I think I think it was mostly Deep Ocean biome. And I don't think we have any more of that. What was it? Eerie biome anymore. That was way over there. It didn't make it this far, but it was Deep Ocean biome. I wanted to even out the colors of the grass, so I grew these things. They are not going to stay here, or at least not these big ones. I'm going to trim these back and or put some planter trees in here that are from the garden stuff mod. Yeah, but I have, if you notice, there's a hole right here. Whoop. All fertilized dirt. I wasn't going to do double layers of dirt, then I realized, well, it's kind of dumb. If I put it on fertilized dirt, I don't need water blocks, and stuff in crop sticks doesn't need water blocks anyway, I don't think. But that means that I can grow things on fertilized dirt and they get a speed boost. I also have plenty of room down here in these lower levels. There's 3 blocks of space because that was the minimum, literally the minimum height for this to work. From one level to the next for these lifts is 3 blocks. It gets confused if you have it at 2. So 3 blocks, but that doesn't mean I could put a sprinkler right here that hits a big chunk of the center radius in here. But I would have to put multiple sprinklers to hit the entire level. If you notice, I have 1 harvester per floor. Let's go all the way, whoa, down to the bottom. Come on. There we go. Bottom level is a little weird. I don't know why. It's a... See, I hit this problem. I don't know if this has to do with the... Yeah, it's some interaction between the Swift Wolf's ring and the actual lift. Don't know why. I have a dark box over here. This is literally just a fenced off little area that is for soul sand and 10, 10, 10 nether wart crops. Yes, in the 1.2, it was in the 1.0 version of this mod pack, Vaygrim's Chance 3, there was a bug in AgriCraft where you couldn't make 10, 10, 10 nether wart. It's like they would always stay at 1, 1, 1. And even now, when I harvest these, they will be, and if I harvested these, they're vanilla nether wart. You'll get, if I broke one of those crops, I would get 4 vanilla nether wart and 1 nether wart that was 10, 10, 10. So it's still kind of broken. It doesn't produce 10, 10, 10 nether wart, which is odd, but whatever. So these are all 10, 10, 10 nether wart. There's 7 of them. I just made this little box out of dark glass. The harvester does work through there, and it basically puts stuff right here, and that gets pulled up straight up here. And this is an alchemical chest right now, but this is going to get replaced with the ender chest. Initially, I thought I was going to be storing some of this stuff over here and remote connect it to the ender, to the logistics pipe system. But I thought, why really mess with that when I have that entire floor, that mid-level floor on the observatory that's dedicated to storage? So I'm going to make use of it. What I'm going to do is swap this out for the ender chest that is the central sorting chest. Everything that goes in there gets sorted into the system. So each tower will get pulled up from here straight up into the Ender IO chest. I have speed upgrades on these things. As you can notice, item conduit speed upgrade. So it's pulling out full stacks, which means stuff is going up here very, very quickly. I've also got maximum speed upgrades for extracting things from the sorting chest. So things will go into the system very quickly. It's going to be nice. Each one of these also on this side, if you notice, they're getting power and there is fluid being extracted. Now, I fully realize I could have put ender conduits, the item conduits, on that side as well and have them just go up one side, but that looked a little lopsided to me, especially on the higher floors. Now it looks like it spreads out a little bit more. I just want to figure out what I want to do with this line of piping. I'm not sure what I want to do. This block of space, it's kind of dead space. But anyway, I have power coming down. Let's go all the way up to the top floor again. Here we go. I put a nice white cap down here so you wouldn't see the dirt from the floor above it and the bottom of the trees. Let's see. We have the dimensional transceiver. This thing is set to receive power from Observatory, the private channel, and send liquid on sludge. Then, as you saw in the lower level of the tech tower over there, there is the receiver that is paired up with this that is receiving the sludge and putting it into a barrel. I'm going to set up equivalent dedicated receivers and barrels for different kinds of fluids like that so I can move a lot of fluids around on set liquid frequencies using my dimensional transceiver. This is one of the things I like, is that there are different channels specifically. I don't see one master list of channels for everything. So I don't see sludge here. I only see sludge here. I don't see observatory power here. I only see it here. I actually like that. It's one of the things that I really respect and really like about that whole thing. So about the whole dimensional transceiver interface. Someday we're going to make use of this. I'm going to hook it up to the trade depot, but not yet. We have a lot of people that are out on vacation or time off away from the actual server series. They are coming back over the course of the next week or so. Like Greylock's been out of town / out of the country. And over the course of the next week or so, him and Trunks 9809 are going to be coming back. Maybe if we can get Sean W.com to actually get some time off of work, we can actually get him back. And Dark Preacher had some internet connectivity issues. So it's been quiet on the server over the last week, but that's fine. Over the coming weeks, I want to do a tour of Greylock's base, but I want to get a whole bunch of people together at one time, see how many people we can get, maybe on a Saturday afternoon, to record one group session and all of us work on the trade depot. I think that would be really cool. But this is going to go towards, you see, every time it harvests one of those, it gets 4 nether wart. And as I said, it's vanilla nether wart. It doesn't even have the, you know, research thing that you have to put it into the little research station for their agricraft to look at the numbers. That's not even on here. This is pure vanilla nether wart that it's producing, but that's fine. It does 4 to SWAT, which means it's 4 times 7, which was what? 7, 14, 21, 28. So it's basically 28 nether wart every single time that it goes through, which is awesome. So this is going to be fed into the central storage system, just like the stuff from the monster drops are hooked into the central storage system, but they're stored in the monster tower, the monster dome. And this and rotten flesh will be automatically piped into the machine that's making nutrient distillate. That's going to be a step I'm going to do in the next couple of episodes. But I wanted to show you guys this. Now, here's something really important. I'm actually going to show you, go outside to show you this. Let me grab my sleeping bag real quick. Why do I have a silverwood sapling on my bar? I'm not sure. Let's put that away. Take this up here. Okay, I made a precision sledgehammer from Mine Factory Reloaded. I'm going to show you. It shows the outlines. At least it's supposed to. Yeah, it's kind of hard to line up on that. Now, see, these things are... Yep. I'm not sure why. I am noticing some issue with... See, this is what should be showing up. There's certain things that don't seem to work. They don't register properly if chunks unload and reload. And there's a lot of stuff I'm having problems with that on. So like this working, this was harvesting. We just saw some go into the box earlier, but the actual graphic overlay for the hammer doesn't register properly for whatever reason, unless the actual chunks, I mean, if the chunks unload and reload. So this is what I was going to show you just a minute ago. These are the actual harvesting zones. What I have to do is a size 7 upgrade, specifically because the way that it's offset just slightly, it's not a center line block. This is an even number of blocks right here. So the harvesters are right here. So if I do a 6, you see, it's not going to harvest just in the side. It's basically a size 6 or a size 7 is just perfect enough to be able to grab everything. And I've got a couple of lines of extra space back here. So they're harvesting, they're trying to harvest outside of the actual garden towers, but that's fine. It works. It works perfectly. It works with everything on the crop sticks. So yeah, I have locked down. I killed the top half of this thing that I did have built but wasn't being used yet. I have locked down the robot. Now I got to see if I can actually, can I? Can I not grab you? See, this is the part that I'm having a problem with. There we go. He goes into my inventory. Don't need that anymore. I will dismantle the rest of this stuff. Actually, I'm just going to... I will clean up these two things later. But the robot is getting outmoded right now. I am specifically doing that because we've had problems. If you have missed my comments on this in recent episodes, excuse me, we've been having problems with the robots disappearing. They stop. It's not that they stop working, they just vanish. So we've had a lot of people that have had, Trunks has had some disappear, I think. I know Dark Preacher's had several disappear. I've had several disappear now. So I'm basically retiring Wee Little Robot, and we're going to be going to a different solution. I disconnected the power over here. I'm going to grab, let's see. I don't know. Oh, this isn't fully powered anymore. This one still is. That's why they don't stack. I'm gonna kill that. And get all of these. That is so many different things. Let's get all of these parts for things. Put the robot up there, the scaffolding up there, all the piping up there. And let's see. Gonna get that and put it up there. Now these are still, this is still being pulled from for the final product. So I can keep the seeds, but put the stuff in here. Let's see. So poppy seeds. We've got some beans. And the bean seed. Separate the seeds out. Wheat. That's the dye. Coal essence. Coal seeds. Seeds. Essence. Essence. Seeds. There we go. And that stuff's still getting sorted into the storage system. That is something I'm going to have to take with me. I need at least 2 squares of sand where I'm going. Let's see. Well, yep, this one over here. I'm going to try and set up. There we go, just a light tap. And I think I can set up, start setting up right here. Let's just get all these crop sticks put down. It should. Okay, that's all the crop sticks. We can put that there. Oh, wait a minute. 2 of these need to be on. Let's get this. Put that up there. We have such a chock full inventory right now. We have to put 2 of these on sand, which is going to be, and I got to remember which one, the sugarcane seeds and the cactus seeds. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is get some more of these seeds and just dot them wherever. Now that I've got less of a concern over making sure I have enough module space or making sure I have enough whatever space, making more modules, deploying them, configuring the robots, I now have big central growing space that I can make use of. Let's put those, and those, and those. I'm going to put all of these in a line. There's no particular rhyme or reason to these seeds and how they're planted. Lots of coffee. Whew. Okay. Wait a minute. Coffee beans. Did I plant coffee? Yeah, that's coffee seeds. So I'm not planting those. Which means it's basically just those, and what am I missing? Oh, poppy seeds right there in front of me. Okay, there we go. So these are getting, now these are not, but everything else is getting, that's on fertilized dirt is getting a growth boost. Fertilized dirt is wonderful stuff for that. And this is harvesting. As it harvests, it generates more sludge. Sludge gets piped out automatically. The items that are harvested get put in here, and they get piped up automatically to top floor. Which means now I have a chest here specifically so that I can see this stuff as it comes up. And tell you what I'm going to do. First off, I'm going to get this and put it in here. And I need to go check something real quick. I'm going to just go ahead and do it on camera. Boop. You can see the wireless charger right there. I intentionally left it in the wall. Okay, this is white, but it's got a diamond on it, so it's personalized. I'm going to get a diamond right here, right now. And let's go back over here. And let's see. Nope, got to go this way. One thing I wanted to show off, and I'm thinking about doing it here also, is replacing this white with this factory floor right here, specifically because I went ahead and integrated, as you can see, I'm going to replace the glowstone here. This glowstone is a temporary measure. I'm actually going to do the same thing I've done in the rest of the base, and I'm going to get some of this blocking and randomly paint them, make them out of painted glowstone. So it looks like this, but it's actually painted glowstone. So the whole thing will be black, this black factory block, wireframe factory block, edge to edge, and I think that'll look a lot better. Honestly, I think it will. Let's go down here. So now what I have to do, whoops, I didn't mean to do that, is we're going to get our tablet. We're going to do ender chest. That one's already white, white, white. Perfect. Which means now we can, whoopsie, went a little too far on that. Oop. Let's put that there. I'm actually going to have to break this temporarily because I need to get the diamond and go like that. All this stuff is getting put in here, automatically getting sorted into main storage. It's going to be wonderful. The only thing I'm worried about right now is the fact that I might need to move where Nether wart is getting stored. Let's go over there and do that real quick. I'm going to pull this up, put that away. Here we go. Okay. I can't remember. There's another key that I need for this, and I want an Eye of Ender. I'm just going to make one. There we go. Okay. All this stuff is getting sorted in here. These all have, I think almost all of these have void upgrades. Some of these don't. Oh, okay. Let's do void. Whoop. 6. Let's get 6 of these things real quick. Put one of those in. Put one of those in. It's very, very important that these have upgrades so they don't overflow and overload the rest of the storage system. Perfect. So now I have to go look and see. I do not have nether wart here, so I can rehide those. Of course, nether wart's not going to be on that, so I'm going to rehide it there. And somewhere I have nether wart being stored. I'm not sure where. Here we go. Is this where it is? Yep, here we go. Get all of this nether wart, go over here. I'm going to grab one of these. That is now dedicated to nether wart. Let's go make sure we don't have any more that snuck into that while we were actually sorting. I have a lot of oak saplings. I really need to do something about that. This is where I've got some cactus green, but I think the rest of it should be going over here. So let's make sure we have everything in just one spot. Seeds, nope. Let's see, do we have any wheat? We have cactus here, but I'm not growing cactus, only cactus green. Rose red, I have some over here, but that should be over here now. So I have to reprioritize because stuff is not coming through here and then going past this to the rest of the system now. See, previously I could be a little sloppy. If stuff came by here first and it had a home, it would stop here, even if I had some over there. Now everything's coming through the central junction right down here, which means I need to worry about making sure I only have stuff in this bank or the bank that will go here or the bank that will go over here, et cetera, et cetera. I need to be more careful, basically, about how I have things set up and make sure that I don't have any duplicates on accident. Let's see. I have some porphyry saplings. I probably should put some of those to use. I think everything else looks good for right now. I'll just hit that to recondense these, making sure everything is okay. And yeah, so we're all good, which means now I have Nether wart coming here. We have 326 that's being harvested that at 326 right now that is actively being grown and harvested. 330, there we go. So I just got 4 more. Yeah, which is going to be wonderful. Oh, this is working out great, by the way, this whole system. I am going to streamline this and change it up, however. I'm just not sure how I'm going to do it yet, but this power monitor system is working very well. I don't even have a backup. It hasn't even gone into the backup Eulorium yet, and I haven't even put a connecting point here to the rest of the LP system to actually auto stock it. I haven't even done that yet. Yep. So it is running wonderfully. I'm barely having to really dent it right now unless I turn on a whole bunch of the monster spawners. And let's re-hide these. This makes rendering a little bit easier. I'm going to put that right there. I have... Oh, there we go. I was about to say I have done something with my wrench. I'm going to pull this stuff out. These and these. And for right now, this, let me think. I have RF tools, thingers over here. So I'll put that there. BC related stuff goes in here. And the robot goes away. Scaffolding goes up here. We are nice. We are set up. What I'm going to do now is get back onto the prospect of making as many seeds as possible. Let's go this way. Making as many seeds as I can, specifically all the hybrid types, etc., so that I can get back on the task of filling up these garden centers now. That's going to be the next big job that I'm going to start working on. But these are running like a champ. I'm a little concerned that these don't display properly. They do work because it was harvesting. This thing down here was harvesting. Ooh, that was close. This was harvesting the nether wart, even though I just logged back in, and the nether wart was technically out of the display range. This. But it was harvesting, so it's just the displaying of the actual upgrades, the radius upgrades, is broken. Functionality is actually okay. Some of these crops I need to upgrade. This is just a 444 on coal seeds. 334 on redstone, 222 on glowstone. See, there's a lot of this stuff I need to actually get back up to 10, 10, 10. But I'm going to start filling these out. I need to replace one of these with some painted glowstone, one over here to get a little bit more light in these lower levels. Same over here. See, those already have some right there. Clip through the edge of the block. But otherwise, I think this came out really good. I like how these garden towers came out. So I'm going to do an update next episode on the progress between now and then, what I've done. Because I have an entire other... See, that is the... There we go. That is the power of those gravity lifts trying to push me up through solid blocks. So, yeah, you got to be careful with those things. I still have that entire other garden tower, basically, to fill up the east garden tower. This is the west garden tower. Another thing I've been thinking of also is instead of putting another set of towers for livestock inside, what I'm going to do is put them outside. And I'm thinking about disguising them, not disguising them, making them kind of like this, that dome right there, the arboretum, or the biodome. But instead of making it like that where it's centered in the middle, have a platform and then have one of those above it, and you ascend up through the middle, and it's kind of garden. It's kind of like grass going up the sides. I don't know. I might just make it a half dome, the top half kind of like this, the bottom half of it's flat, and I would probably connect it right here. And I'd do one here for probably like cows and pigs, maybe sheep. And I could do, cows and pigs over there. I could do like sheep and chickens over there. That might be really good. And yeah, it's going to be nice. Once we start getting these things built, it's going to really flesh out the shape of this place and the functionality of it. I'm behind on my magical agenda over there in that tower. I really need to catch back up on stuff I've been doing with Domcraft and Blood Magic. I have not neglected that. I have not forgotten. I will get around to those things. I just get these ideas for projects that I really feel like I need to complete. So I'm going to catch you folks later. I'm going to wrap up this episode here. We're coming up on the 30-minute mark real quick. Have a great day. Have a great week. I will catch you folks on Wednesday. Bye-bye.